Hey Robloxian, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Blocks of Hearts. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss Don't Play This Piggy fan game, Scarier than the original. Are you guys excited? Let's get started. So keep up with me till the end. Comment right below this video. Subscribe if you still haven't and turn on the post notification for more videos. Big Plant. As we know, this new chapter is a sort of industrial plant with lots of boxes, machinery, railings, and different types of rooms. While the setup looks cool and is quite different and interesting compared to previous chapters, it's also a very big plant, which is a little concerning. Maybe it was the game creator's intention to expand the floor in order to make players work a little harder to crack the codes of the game and get to the ending. While we respect and love a challenge, especially when it comes to Piggy, there could have been different ways to do this, like adding more obstacles, as otherwise, it just gets kind of boring and exhausting after a while. Having a big game floor means it takes a long time to find all the formulas, keys, and place them where they belong. It just becomes more of a headache than an actual exciting challenge. Skeleton Arm. Skeleton Arm is a weapon here that is pretty funny. Yes, that title is not a joke. It really is a skeleton arm. You can bash someone with bones. It's pretty cool and funny at the same time. It's the piece of a skeleton's arm with the hand still attached to it too. This melee weapon is used by the zombie Piggy and it matches it perfectly well, I'd say. When you hit someone, it's almost like you're slapping them with a skeleton arm. This one would definitely make you laugh, that's for sure. Maps and flashbacks. The game starts with you and George behind Mr. P entering the power plant, which is the map where this entire chapter takes place. One of the features of the game was that, along with the new map, players were allowed to see flashbacks of previous maps combined. I think it's safe to say this whole entire Piggy saga has been a roller coaster from the start. But the flashbacks don't do anything to help solve the puzzle of the last chapter, and it's a weird feature that game creators could have done without to allow players to focus on this game, rather than the previous ones. When you start a new chapter, it means you're ready and equipped to figure out what happens in the game and don't really need flashbacks of previous maps. The so-called good ending. If you didn't already know, the last chapter of Piggy has 3 different endings you can choose from, based on the decision you make at the end. This is definitely a cool and smart idea to have at the end of the game, as it gives players freedom to choose on how they'd like to end the game. Different people will be more drawn to different decisions, and hence get different endings of the game. That being said, there's definitely some inconsistencies and things that just don't make sense in the conclusions. If you leave Mr. P and go outside the plant with George, you'll meet Ziggy and Pony, who have destroyed all the infected monsters. As it turns out in this version of the ending, Mr. P is not evil anymore, and actually joins this group to go on to find a cure. Although this seems like a sweet and innocent ending, based on Mr. P's history, it doesn't really make sense how he would just have a change of heart and join the good side to find a cure, after all the things he's done. Even though this ending is good, it should still be consistent and make sense along with different parts of the story. We just don't buy that Mr. P would join the good side and do what's right, and many players felt the same way about this ending. We do see what game players are trying to do by giving us a happy ending, but it just doesn't seem believable or exciting. And after all, are there any good endings? The true ending. It took a few weeks for players to figure out how exactly to get to the true ending, and for a while it seemed impossible. People thought the true ending might perfectly conclude and wrap up the Piggy saga. For the true ending, players have to pick Chapter 9 in the Player Plus bot mod, which is an extremely hard one. The players then have to escape and finish Plant in one go. This overall seems like a lot of work for an ending that's not that crazy or conclusive, but for some, may be worth the effort. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.